Okay, I'm going to go over reports, and it's underneath the big green new button on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on reports. And the only ones that need to be explained are Salesforce activity and leaderboard. Everything else is pretty easy to understand. Projections, collections, those are imported from your traffic system. Friday reports, that's just where you go look at Friday reports. They also get emailed to you as well, but if you want to view a bunch at a time for the past year or whatever for an employee, you can do so there. The Salesforce activity, once we're here, we can select the date range. And by default, it's for the current week that you're on, but maybe you want to look at them for the past year, you can do that. Set it to January 1st and then hit refresh here. And then we'll show you all these numbers for the entire year. You can also set these to cash or non-cash as well. And you'll notice this question mark up here. If you click on that, it explains all these columns as well, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So right now I'm on sales, so it breaks it down per office, and it breaks it down per employee. You have sales left, sales projected, which basically takes this number here, sales left, and divides it by their confidence level. So it gives you a better idea of what you can expect from them. You also have sales pending, sales missed, how much they actually sold, how many cancels you got, what you netted, your dollar ratios, and then your actual closing ratios as well. Now, when I click on their name here, it'll bring me to their pipeline. And it's the same as clicking on calendar details, so we'll get to that in a minute. But you can, a little shortcut here. Let's go to tasks. So when we go here, it's broken down by how many cold calls they have left, done, and not seen, CNAs, presentations, closings, follow-up closings, and contracts actually signed. And taking in all the data from all our stations, we found that on average, if they're pretty good salesperson, they close about 33% of the time. So at our stations, we just ask, hey, if you do 3 CNAs, you're good for the week. We're happy. And then one of those CNAs is going to turn into a sale. Calendar detail, like I said, that's the pipeline. And it breaks down your reps' calendar in an agenda view. You can go to their calendar as well and look at the same information, but this just puts it in a real concise, really easy way to look at their pipeline and what they're doing. So if you're wondering what the colors mean, you click on this little option here, this the 4 squares. It'll tell you what all the colors mean. I know that white has not been completed, so I can open that up. I see he's going to see Speedway Customs. I happen to know that guy that owns that company. I can put a manager note, hey, say hi to Steve for me and wish him a happy birthday. Hit save note, that then gets emailed to the rep, and it puts it on their calendar as well. So they'll see it in 2 places. And then you can also be notified when they complete this activity. Turn that to yes. It'll tell you that they'll email you and let you know they completed the activity, and it'll put the details on there, what happened. That way you don't have to ask the rep what happened. You don't have to go digging through client history. It just comes right to your inbox. But we'll go to the CNA here, and we'll go to the complete status here. And you'll notice, so this is what they scheduled, and this is the completed CNA. So you can see what they said on that CNA. And then you can see what their next step is to make sure that they have it all set up correctly. And on this one, it looks like he didn't set his future appointment yet. Next, we have campaigns, so you can track your campaigns that you're selling. Currently, I believe, yes, it's blank here, so you do not have a campaign for this one. For our stations, we're not selling any campaigns. That's why they're not showing up. But this is where you would check to see how your campaigns are doing, what's selling, what's not selling. You'll notice there's a video too here, and it's on each one of these tabs. It's at the bottom. We put this video in as many places as we can because this is our owners and managers going through the system. Every morning, they can go through the entire system in about 15 to 20 minutes a day. They know everything that's going on with the radio stations and what's going on with the employees and so on. So this is like a best practices video. Strongly recommend taking the 20 minutes and watching that. Next tab over, we have objections here. Now you can track your objections. This is real handy for you. Notice that a certain rep keeps getting the same objection over and over. you then know you need to train that rep on how to overcome that objection. So next I want to show you the leaderboard, and we do plan on revising this, but nevertheless, as long as they're in the green, you're a happy camper, and it breaks it down per week. Well, you'll notice we have a date picker here, and then A equals activity points, and that's what you see here. So he has 58 activity points. B is for budget points, so they got 25 there, and then P is for potential points. And then if you hover over the little circle, it tells you percentage of points from budget. And then you also have the office total at the bottom. So you want to look for green. So as long as everything's green, you're good to go.